You loved on E? No! Thanks. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. You don't have to stick around and talk. But it is nice to see you, as always. UPC Vigil. Any Vigilers? Anybody Vigiling? Evil Derp. Man, that is a spastastic emote. Alright, since we started, we've gone to Upper Blighttown, Lower Undeadburg, Upper Undeadburg, above Taurus, the Gargoyle Bell Tower, the Valley of the Drakes, and New Londo. So, with that in mind, we should be good to go to Quitlag. Honestly, this Jagged Ghostblade is pretty sick. I wonder what it upgrades with. Twinkling Titanite, 2,000 each. It's a 15 bump up of 15 per upgrade. It's actually not that bad. Let's pop one of these then. All right, we're gonna do the elevator part of Blighttown looting. One second. I don't know why, but it shows that my frames are unstable when I don't use the stream elements or Twitch recommended settings for streaming. But when I do the Twitch recommended version, it's like 12K bitrate, which makes no sense because it can't use 12K, it can only use 6K. So it's like, why is it forcing me to overuse but not actually be able to use it? Alright, so for the first one in Upper Blighttown, we can press that, the New Londo key. If you don't have the master key set, that's how you get into the back entrance to New Londo. Ow. And then Crimson, and then the Banishment. That's a double pickup. And then I think I'm going to just backtrack for the two up here. Yeah, it's okay, we're toxic already. And we're not getting staggered because we have just enough just enough poise to not get micro staggered by all these darts. And now we're going to use one of our purple blooming mosses. Idiot. You know what, to be frank, I don't need to be doing that. I can just... There's one up above and one down below. The one up above is a soul, the one down below is the Firekeeper Shard. Plunge attack. Hopefully get both of them. Nice. Got both of them. Or Firekeeper Soul, not Shard. And then hopefully we dodge the dog. We do. Sweet. And that is the elevator section of the upper Undeadburg, of the upper Blight Town. It's everything that you will get on this side of upper Blight Town. And then we'll do the other stuff later. So she shouldn't be here yet. Yeah, once we get a plus 10 pyromancy hand, we'll pop off. Just remember that I always pick that up on the way to Quelaag, but I'm not going to do the lower Blighttown looting just yet. I'll do that after I do the Quelaag and Ceaseless kill. I think for now we're just gonna get rid of poison. If you're doing all achievements, you need to get got by one of these guys. They'll do a little grab out the top of their little head. You could see a little bit of like an X on their, let's see, can I? Yeah, see? There's an X here. It opens up kind of like an Alien versus Predator style egg. And like a worm comes out and impregnates your head. And then after like 10 minutes or whatever, it'll take over your head. And when it does that, it will consume half of your souls. It will just take half of your souls. It's like a tax, a parasitic tax. But once it hatches, you get the once it hatches, you get the achievement. So you need it to hatch. I almost got killed. Really? What are you doing? Oh, sorry about the ad break, guys. It's unfortunate side of Twitch. Hey, McMedic, no giant dad build? No, we're not doing giant dad. Not for this playthrough. We're making a YouTube video. Oop, just in time for ads. Uh, we're making a YouTube series on where all the items in the game are per zone. Eventually. This is me just getting used to it, and I'll make an actual video offline. I'm making a YouTube. I already have a YouTube. Exclamation mark S. For socials. A new platform? Oh, no. I'm making a YouTube tutorial video. Series. I'm making a YouTube. It's gonna be my own platform, just like Freddie Fumir's Twitch platform. I said I was gonna stream on it, but I never followed up on that. My bad. So we're gonna do this for some extra souls. If you block while you roll down, and you roll at the last second, so block as you're walking down, roll at the last second, you will cancel fall damage. It's kinda nice. Kinda neat. Kinda nifty. We're gonna cheese this guy. It's pretty easy. Neat. It's always lovely to see you, McMedic. How are you? How have you been? How are the kids? How's the wife? Been moving. Wow, 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 wow. New apartment. Same general area. Hey, Dream saying, good to see you. First playthrough? Yeah. First playthrough. Yep. How's it going? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. I don't know if I've ever had that happen before. What's up? Not much, just trying to refresh my memory of all the locations of items in the game before doing a YouTube series. Hey, ads have ended, woohoo. Welcome back, everybody. Just in time. Lots of space. Ooh. Me gusta. Why are you doing that and not what you're scripted to do? What the fuck? Why is it not doing the scripted? What is happening? He's supposed to jump at us. The game is broken. He's supposed to jump at us. And in trying to jump across the crevice, fail. Broken human beings. Hello, Jinwoo. How are you today? Today is a day of all days, indeed. One of the days ever, actually. Autocorrect. What's a Gooman versus human? Nani? How are you today, Jinwoo? E-class? That's, an anime reference. That's uh, solo level? Yeah, solo leveling. There we go. I know things. He's not supposed to do that attack. Something's wrong. Favorite anime? Nice. It's a good anime. Massive male power fantasy. Zero stakes anime. But it's okay. It's alright. Alright, buddy, you gonna do what you're supposed to do? The thing that I've... There. Now he's gonna jump at us. But he's like hanging off the ledge. So when we smack his hand, he falls to his death. I like solo leveling. I think I've only seen the first season. I haven't seen anything beyond the first season. I don't even know how many seasons there are anymore, but it was alright. I enjoyed it. We shall... Animation is very good. Very good. And then we shall level up. It's fine where it is. Let's get a little more strength, a little more dex. So this is also a vendor, but you can only buy from him if you have egghead going on. You don't have to have it hatched. It just needs to... Well, no. It needs to be hatched, but not matured. So achievement is matured, which means you need to get a lot of souls. Pump souls into it. It consumes your consumable souls as well, not just your kill souls. And maybe some other people sometimes, yeah. I haven't really seen it beyond the first season. You'll try to not take it personally. There's nothing wrong with liking what you like. At all. And there's nothing wrong with me saying that it's a good anime, but that it's got some pretty interesting tropes that are marginally unhealthy for society. Though a clear indication of where Japan still is. Well, no, Jinwoo is Korean, right? Here we are for Dark Souls, indeed. What's your favorite anime? Frieren? modern anime is definitely Frieren, but I think what got me started was Desert Punk and Trigun, and the first stuff that I watched was definitely Gundam Wing. 90s shit. We'll be back for Blight Town pickup. Actually, we're almost done with Blight Town. Should we just do Blight Town right now? Why not? Why not? We're here. Let's do it. Blight Town it is, boys. Evangelion? I never watched it, though I've heard good things about it. A little more of that dystopic, futuristic shenanigans, right? Japan's very good at dystopia. Anime is very good at dystopia. Get ready for your futuristic hellscape. Oh, don't forget to measure your cocks, everybody. That's Sad. Alright, so from the... What bonfire is this? Oh, I don't know what the name of it is because I don't have the stuff. What now? Your cock. Okay, okay. Cock. If you don't have 7 TV, it doesn't make as much sense. But KOK is just a little tiny cat with its tail going up and then it like smacks the head. Dream Sane. I'm sorry. McMedic, you know, it's all right. It's you can work with that for sure, for sure. All right, so first we're going to pick up the chest behind us. Then we're going to pick up this guy. We might as well pick up in a semi-ordered fashion. We already picked up the one over there. It's cold out or something. Then there's the Great Club. This is why the rusted iron ring is just so nice. Otherwise, we normally have to roll through all this nasty stuff. Immediately hang a right. There's one tucked behind here. It's a double pickup, a spell, and the pyromancy set. You can also just go straight out of the bonfire if you wanted to. You're just a little shy? Yeah, true. We already picked up the enchanted falchion. It's right where my shield tip is at, up there. Just a little shy guy. It's no big deal. It's perfectly normal for it to get a little shriveled when it's cold, you know. A little small. I can't remember. Do regular firebombs kill these guys or not? No, they don't. These guys drop large and green titanite. If you have your humanity in the upper right hand corner set to 10, if you have 10 humanity consumed, that'll be the most you can get out of item find. The item discovery bonus. Sometimes it's hard to tell if there's an item in there. So there's going to be one large titanite that we already picked up. And then there's going to be the server. And these guys love to roll around. That item is basically worthless. It's not even worth picking up. Unless you're trying to pick up every item in the game, in which case it obviously is. But if you're doing enemy randomizer in addition to your item randomizer, that's not a fun one to have to pick up. Just because of how many enemies are in the area. Sir, did you consume? He consumed my Estus but cancelled the actual Estus pickup. These slugs, yeah. Leeches. They're gross. Alright, and that, my friends, is all of Blighttown. Yeah. Now for... I guess technically this is in Blighttown. Except for the big one. What big one? Foreboding. The Great Hollow. Da 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 da. No boobs? What do you mean? We don't do boobs here. We're not big booba enjoyers. We don't try to hold with two hands. There's no amazing chest ahead. I don't know what you're talking about. Visions of amazing chest ahead. Let's see. All right, so this place is pretty annoying. I'm gonna try to remember how to do it all in one go. Basically, we need to land here without falling in that hole. Almost failed. Chloranthy ring, very nifty. We don't need this on anymore, for now at least. We're gonna run and jump. You could just regular jump. Drop down. You don't have to kill the basilisks. Can if you want to. I think here's where we go next. And there should be an item back here. Nope. See, this is the hard part. This section, I don't know. At least not very well. There's obviously an item back there, which is fine, but we already missed an item. There's an item directly above us, apparently. So we'll just start again. The tree labyrinth, yeah. Unfortunately, there's also 3 titanite lizards in this section that basically as soon as they see you a mile away, they disappear or start to disappear. So it's extremely difficult to actually kill them. Can't remember. How do I get there? I do not go there. I go here. Okay. So drop down here. Go up. There we go. There's that titanite, twinkling titanite. Is it twinkling or is it souls? I think it's souls, actually. Alright, so now we go... Rude. I feel like there's an item back up there. Your enlarged heart thinking about all those what? Nani? The fuck? Did we miss an item? I don't think so. Okay, so we need to go down there. And I remember if you try to drop down here, it's super sketchy. Oh, never mind. Okay. All right. Ah, good thing I came over here. I'm not going to try to find the titanite lizards. Heck that. Okay. Oh, he went where we're supposed to go. There we go. And then there's one more over there. Sweet. And then there should be 2 more items. No, just one. I think just one. Item directly above us. Is that the one the lizard's on? I think it is. Okay, so let's just keep going then. Pretty sure we got everything except for the Titanite lizards. What's this about your enlarged heart, Jinmu? Those guys hurt a lot. Thankfully, they can't follow you, so haha, sucker. Many days of drinking and poor decisions. that's a pretty serious joke. Or thing to joke about. So what we're gonna do is we're going to grab this and then quit out. I don't have what it takes to kill that guy. And now we're gonna go for that tube. There's a bonfire back there, by the way, and if you're doing the quest line, I don't know if you actually have to talk to her down here for the quest line, because you only need, from the achievements perspective, you only need to get the spell and the ring. I don't think you actually have to go down here to talk to them. I'm 99% sure for the all achievements specifically. But if you're just trying to do the, you know, holy shit, he's running. This fucking game, dude. If you don't kill him, he does a like a carpet bomb as he jumps from one section of the lake to the other, so he can continue attacking. This place gives you nightmares. Thankfully, it's like the most chill section of the game. Is he gonna jump? Anyway, there's an item off to the left down here. There's just a lot of quitting out and coming back in. I wanna know, can you show me? I wanna know where there's freaks just like me. And then the second item, there's only 4 items in this area. 5. So 1 on the left, 1 in the hollow, 2, 1 on the left before this hollow, 3, this item, 4. Oh, I guess technically the tail cut and then the covenant joined. are items as well. So 7 total items? 6 total pickups, 7 total items. That spell being the requisite for the all faith spells achievement. Have you played this game before, Jinwoo? Look at this guy. Fucking yoked. Imagine if we died. Feels bad, man. Back in 2010s? Jeez. Back in its release. What weapon is that? Jagged Ghost Blade. If you kill the ghosts in New Londo, it'll eventually drop one of these. I think there are 2 Ghost Blades. So you break his tail, and then you give an item, and that is for the randomizer specifically everything in this region. Is always a smart thing? It is. And it's required for all achievements too, especially with the most annoying one, Calamite. We can't level up. I guess we might as well just toss in combustion. Oh, power within! I forgot we had that. Let's see. Stabbing tails. Back to this. Power within is a spell that shortens strength endurance, short strength endurance boost, but lose HP. It increases your melee attacks by like 50%, either 30 or 50%. It changes between the games. I forget which one's which. Is this randomized? It is not. However, I'm refreshing my memory on the locations of all the items in the game so that I can make a by region YouTube shorts playlist on how to navigate this game for randomizers specifically. Like, where are all the items? In a true random setting, the Lord Vessel, which is required to beat the game, could be literally anywhere in the game. So if you don't know these niche locations or off the beaten path or very easily missed, you know, could ruin the run. So I've seen quite a few of the big streamers on Twitch like just not know there's an item off to the left, and that could have been the Lord Vessel. Took you so long to find the Lord Vessel? I've done the randomizer dozens of times. In full and any percent. All bosses, meaning in full. Because attention spans are dead? Yeah, but also because, you know, who wants to watch a 2-hour video of me running around and picking up every item? When I can just have me speed up, me pick up an item, speed up, me picking up an item, speed up. Like, if I were to be watching a walkthrough, I would want something that's short. Like, I just need to know where all the items are in Lower Undead Burg. And I don't want to watch for 10 minutes as someone's sitting there yapping with their chat. You know? I get it. But yes, attention spans are also dead. You love Dark Souls, but you were the kid getting an average 1.4 KDR. I was also Modern Warfare 2 boy. I think my KDR was like, depending on how much I was paying attention, anywhere between 0.7 and like 10. Have I ever tried speedrunning the base game? Yeah. There's I used to from 20, 2018 until 2024, 2025, beginning of 2025. Every single month, I would play Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Sekiro. I tried to add Elden Ring twice, didn't quite work out. But basically, 4 games back to back to back to back. Speedrunning any percent. So I've speedrun. Oh, best times. My Dark Souls 1 any percent is not good, but it was like 32 minutes. I'm not nowhere even close to even top 100. Not even close. Any percent wrong warp was, but not force quit out. Yeah. I have Bloodborne, but for the longest time I didn't. So I never really included it in the role, but I called it my monthlies. So at least once a month I would do all of the games in a marathon. Usually took me about 5.5 to 7 hours. But my Bloodborne any percent is like 2.5 hours. My Dark Souls 2 speedrun is like, I want to say an hour 24. Like really slow times. My wife must love that. Being a speedrunner or just having a lot of stamina. Either way, I don't have a wife. So future wife will appreciate my stamina copium. This guy, if you kill him, drops an item. This lady, if you kill her, drops an item. But she's also a vendor, so it's better to do her quest line if you're... The item randomizer will never lock a key item behind a quest. So you don't have to worry about killing her in terms of like, oh no, I blocked myself out of the Lord Vessel, I can't beat the game now. Actually, to progress her quest, you have to have the Lord Vessel already. So no, that's impossible anyway. So they do have logic in the they do have logic in the game. It's just not. It's still pretty random. You did 45-minute one for Dark Souls 1? Nice. Kept messing up wrong warp. Yeah, it's really hard, and I kept messing up my controllers, so I stopped speedrunning it. One day I'll get back to it. If we find a better wrong warp setup other than this slope quit out, I'll pick it back up again. But for now, I'm just gonna not. All right, so we have the Enchanted Falchion, which is pretty damn good. Hey, Fappy, thanks for gifting Jinwoo a sub. Fappy is a real-life friend who apparently hates having plebeians in our Twitch chat. So if he sees somebody who's not subbed, he just hits him with a love tap. Rude, by the way. Hi, Fappy, love you. Hope you're doing well. There's one in the Firelink Shrine, the Tree Roots. Yeah, I haven't learned that one yet. Ashwin, Regal's partner, showed me the Tree Root one, but I just haven't learned it yet. I haven't speedrun Dark Souls 2 with the intent to get better times, or Dark Souls 1 with the intent to get better times in 2 years. I'll get around to it eventually. We're currently on a Zelda arc. I'm just trying to start a Souls Sunday vibe. Trying to make some YouTube content for once. Should we do Butterfly? Let's do Butterfly and Puppy. Why not? So you need either 20,000 souls or to kill Andre. Or you could just go back the back route. I'll show you the back route first, and then we'll just do the normal way. About the spring cleaning of the boat? Hell yeah! Unfortunately, I'm not going to be playing any music, so once Zelda art time arrives, I'll play some lo-fi. You just yeah, that's the requirement for the sub. For the most part, I can be relaxing. Sometimes I get very excitable, to use a clinical term. Aim with the bowl and do some rolls. Yeah, I'm aware of the setup. I just haven't practiced it, so I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, I love this game a lot, and I have quite a few hours in it. And I decided, you know what? I know this game well enough that if people like Distortion 2 and Lil Aggie can't find items because they just aren't aware of item locations, if I can make a playlist for them and others of all the item locations per zone in a more palatable way, I'm going to try to do that. But then, once we beat Dark Souls 1, or rather, once I make the series for Dark Souls 1, then we'll expand it to Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 2, I might not actually have 100% of the item locations memorized. I may or may not know like 99.9% of the item locations, but I think there still might be an item location or two that I don't fully know. So we'll see. It'll be like a YouTube. How could you not know that? How are you so stupid? Why would you make videos if you don't know everything? Okay, YouTube, calm down. The classic YouTube paradigm. Did you know that if you don't pick up this item, you can infinitely kill these guys because they don't stand up until you pick up the item? But once the item's picked up, they always wake up. So if you pick up that item, every single time that I pass by now, these guys will be awake. If I don't pick up the item, I can farm those 3 guys for blooming moss. Prefer DS3 bosses? Yeah. I like the DS1 map design. Agree with you on that. And the DS... I like DS2, but I don't like the movement in DS2. It feels very like you're on ice skates. Still appreciate it, friend. Nor. What are you saying nor to? Intelligent man with quite the insight. Oh, I appreciate you saying that. It's very kind of you, Jimmy. Sometimes I can say words that sometimes make sense. You can also wake up the moss guys without waking up the giant. Bit delayed. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm reading Twitch chat as well as YouTube, so my ability to read is a little diminished, as well as play the game and remember what I said. So the only item to pick up here is the elite armor set. Stone Greatsword! GG. That weapon is so much fun. You gave up on Frigid Outskirts? Yep. The way that I beat the Frigid Outskirts my first time is you summon the two people, and then you just keep killing all the reindeer. I think there are 7 reindeer in total. 7 reindeer spawn points, and you have to kill each spawn point 12 times. It's a lot of fucking reindeer to kill. And they can, like, two-shot you at, 50 HP. It's not a good game. Oh, did you know Carla's here? Oh, sorry, Beatrice. Carla is Dark Souls 3. PTSD from those reindeer? Yup. Welcome to Dark Souls 2, baby. Frigid Outskirts, it's called Horsefuck Valley for a reason. It's just god-awful. But like I said, I think there's like 2 or 3 item locations that are behind invis walls that are throughout the game that I'm not aware of. And most of those are in the DLC. So did you know you can actually... There's a hitbox for the butterfly. Why are you... This is a phase 2 attack. What? Why are you doing a phase 2 attack? That's really weird. Quite the smart guy? No. Just... Wokj. Ow. Carla can solo this boss easily. You don't even need to do anything. You just need to survive. Carla, Beatrice. You can also summon her for the Four Kings. Unfortunately, because of the size of the arena and the distance that the spells can go, but her aggro distance to start casting the spell is greater than the distance that the spell can go, she'll just sit there casting a bunch of spells and not hit the bosses the whole fight. So it doubles their HP, improves their damage, but she doesn't actually help you. So this is, for the randomizer, this is typically 2 item check, not a 3 item check. Sometimes a 1 item check. Shrine of Amana is also terrible. Yeah, I always use my bow. If you go to my... Actually, I don't think I've ever uploaded a monthlies to the YouTube. How about... next Sunday, the stream time will be different. It'll have to be in the evening. I might not actually be able to stream at all because I have work. I have a client to help out on Sunday. But if I'm able to show up on next Sunday, let's do a monthlies. It's been a few months since I did a monthlies. It'll be fun. And then I'll upload it to YouTube. But I have a cozy, very, very, very cozy route for Shrine of Amana. Sorry. Oh yeah, the frogs can clip through the ground very easily. You have a girlfriend who needs attention? Come around when you can. Alright, sounds good. Take it easy. You are loved and appreciated for who you are. Exactly the way you are. Except for Fappy, he's a little stinky. But even then, I guess we can love him too, right? I suppose. Hope you have a good one. We have this thing called unconditional positive regard. Welcome to the world of muted Twitch VODs. Apparently, that song is DMCA'd even if it's only 9 seconds long. So, in the future, I have to stop playing whenever that song plays. That's fine. It's your song. I guess I could get copyright permission from the artist. I reached out to Soundstorm, or Noise Storm, right? For Crab Rave, and apparently he doesn't own the rights to it. Monster Cat does, so I have to reach out to them to ask for permission for Crab Rave, but it's mostly just for copyright stuff on YouTube. Rude. Other people would trigger the DMCA. I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, it's not a DMCA strike. You can just mute the stuff. You can. Don't worry. I have it under control. It just mutes 9 seconds of the VOD. It's fine. You live on the East Coast, so catching tuna is a badge of honor. Boat work, like lifting. No, Feppy owns a sailboat. We're on the other side of the country, and him and his friends co-own a boat, and they do enjoy themselves some sailing. All right, so this section, I'm going to rush to pick up the Covenant. Yeah. It's mostly just sailing. I don't think they've ever done fishing off of it, to my knowledge. It's not really meant for that. You can do trolling, I guess, with just a regular line and catch something. So once you accept the Covenant, need to get flippering? Yeah. Don't worry, we'll get it. I don't use it, but we'll get it. Because it's a part of the stuff. So you have to accept the Covenant. If you go the back way, you don't have to worry about these guys attacking you at all. That's my Covenant. The cat. So if you kill this person by kicking them off the ledge or just attacking them, they drop a ring when you come back in. You quit out, come back in, they have a ring there. These guys aggro if he dies at all, whether you kick him off the ledge or you kill him, these guys aggro. But this guy is a vendor, but you have to talk to him to get him to move. Fat Ring and Havel's Ring are top tier? Yeah. Especially if you're doing Giant Dad builds. There's also... You can't buy any more of his goodies? No. If you piss him off, he goes away. And the ninja is actually a bodyguard for Shiva. Shiva and the bodyguard move down to lower Blighttown, just underneath the elevator. And the bodyguard is on the other side of the wall. If you want an item drop, this NPC forces you to get an item. It forces the hat on you. and the bow. So I think this is a single item drop for the randomizer, not a double drop, even though this person gives you 2 items. I'm not going to kill them because I still need to show you where Shiva goes. Yep. Let me put on your reading glasses. Okay. Are you taking notes? Whoa! What happened to my HP? Hello, sir? These are temporaries, these are loots, not permanent items. Yep, I don't know why I ran. Okay, there should be like 1 or 2 more in the middle, but we don't have to worry about them. So the only items in this area are this armor set, Shiva's armor, and then we go to where is it? The bridge drop down is over here. Also, hi Dweeb, love you, good to see you. And wow, did you measure your cock yet? I didn't check. My bad. Don't forget to measure your cock. I mean, what? Where is the drop down? It's right here. Isn't the enchanted ember in a chest? It is. That is correct. And I'll be showing that in a minute. You can take a ladder, but I just dropped down. Not just hella butts. Nice. Where's the stone armor? I'll show you in a minute. Your KOK, exclamation mark KOK. If you don't have 7 TV, it won't make any sense. But if you have 7 TV extension on a web browser, it's a cute little cat with its tail that lifts up, and at the end of the GIF, it like bops the top of the tail, or end of the tail. So yeah, there's the 1 item at the armor of the far end, surrounded by a bunch of tree dudes, and then there's the drop down underneath the bridge, and that's it for this whole section, except for this dude has an item that drops. This dude has an item that drops, but not all the time. But again, vendor, so wait until you move him to kill him. The chest for the giant dad set is right there. And we're going to use it, because poise in this game is absolutely fucking broken. I'm going to drop this and put on the helmet. You know too many things about this game? Yep. And yet, I don't know the most. I am not the most knower ever. These guys make the sound of a loon when they die. Cute. These guys can one-shot you. Like that. That chest is what we're looking for. On and on and on. It's just easier to bait out the attack, and you can do a follow-up attack. Actually, I think there's also a third. I just very rarely see the third. Harmless mushrooms? Nah, dude, these dudes chunk. And the babies, gold pine resin. This is where you get your infinite gold pine resin by just murdering a bunch of mushrooms that are basically innocent. There's your enchanted ember. You can just lure them away. You don't have to kill them. Oh, and I guess we'll kill Puppy first. We'll kill Puppers and then go down to Hydra. Actually, I think I can get away with... Nope, I cannot. Should I just do pants? 23 versus 15, weight of 6.8, weight of 10. I think we're just gonna do the helmet for now. We got Artorias and Sif's Arena. How thematic. How thematic was Peak Fight. Yeah, that's awesome. Did you know that if you're wearing full stone golem armor, you can just straight up, don't block, just take the damage. You could face tank Artorias. What do you think the giant mushroom story is? I don't know. I just think they're a race of people. Hornet ring. Got Manus boss soul from behind the grave. Nice. That's what, 60,000? That's the highest consumable soul that you can get. All right, let's go. Dodge, attack. Ooh. That is not good. Dodge. Attack. Nope. Dodge. Attack. Attack. Nope. Dodge. Swap it for the claymore, maybe? Oops. Buddy. You hopping son of a bitch. And it's lighter. If I were smart, I would just use that gold pine resin that I picked up. I never said I was smart. Oop. That was new. I think he animation canceled somehow. Don't actually stand underneath him if you're trying to do no-hit, because he can, his little jumps can do like 5 damage. Come on. Are you gonna do this slam? No. Have you done many randomizers? IWMM. When are you gonna go to Sad Puppy? There we go. That's Sad Puppy. Spent a while trying to speedrun randomizers? Nice. There's the Crest of Artorias. The item required for us to go fight the 4 kings. You can fight the 4 kings before even getting the Lord Vessel. Literally, SOB, my boy. I know, I'm sorry. We needed to kill the puppers for the items, and we're getting all the items in this game. And we also have to, beat the game. Maybe they were just trying to protect their forest and were very misunderstood. Yeah.
Betrayed.
Hey, IWMM. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. And this is the last item in the upper part of the Dark Root area. These cats will fuck you up. So just pray to God their AI is fucked. You hate the Four Kings? Yeah, same. They are annoying. Bed of Chaos is way worse. Yeah, I have the strat for Bed of Chaos if you wanted to do it. I know you probably know Toki Bombs, but you did a few runs with your mate. Nice. Can I wield this yet? No. So let's just go back to Black Knight Sword. So that's the upper part. Use a fireball method. Nice. You never struggled with Bed of Chaos? Bed of Chaos will just shove you into a corner and make you regret your life choices. You get destroyed by Four Kings. Well, hopefully I can show you some strats then. Alright, we don't do enough to actually break the head in one hit. That's fine. What am I doing? Just run. You were doing a two-handed run? Or were you two-handing? Spent forever on the ONS fight? Spyender? Nice. Spyender is always a fun time. Yes, I meant to kick. Good job, game. Like a noob. There's nothing wrong with playing with a weapon that you enjoy. And if somebody influenced you to pick up that and use that item, that's fine. My first playthrough, ask Dweeb, he was there. My first playthrough, I used a fire broadsword the entire time. It was fucking awful. I was so bad at this game. I still am. I just have a lot of hours in it. Are you dead yet? Cool. You can actually shoot him from up above. Once you get the hawk ring from the blacksmith in Anne Orlando, the chest that's next to him. Once you get that, you can hit him with a longbow. It takes a while. You can poison it too, I think. Longest fighting ONS in your first playthrough. Yeah, I think my longest... ooh, I might not want to stand directly there. My longest was... ONS was like 50 deaths. I want to say Artorias was the longest. Also, when it comes to these games, play it however you want to play it. If you want to run around with the whip, go for it. It is useless. But if you like it, you like it. And then, you know, it's doable for the most part. Claymore is such a great starting weapon. When you got BKH, yeah. BKH ruined my friend's first playthrough in that it just made it too easy. You're just running R1 at people. Let's... Oh, I already have it up. Let's pick you up. The lady that we just saved from that golden golem is named Ulasil. And her sign is spawns like here, 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 and like one down here in the water. So if you don't see it right away, feel free to quit out, come back in. It might show up in one of the 5 locations. Might not. I don't know. It's pretty inconsistent for me. But I'm just gonna buy everything, because why not? Because she's my boo, my bae. She's so cute, and look at her hat. That hat will increase your magic damage by 30%, but increase your magic damage taken, or just damage taken, I think, by like 50. It's not. It's phenomenal for like one-shot builds. Oh, we forgot to use, oh well. That's fine. We forgot to use Power Within. But that's fine. We don't need to. And that's all the items in Darkroot. Oh, I guess I need to pick up these 2. The Titanite Lizard and the Hunter starting class stuff. If you mind if you smoke some weed, I do not mind, no. Do what you want to do. It's your life. Go for it. Seath the Scaleless? Seath the Smokeless, indeed. Getting Seath's tail and Calameet's tail probably was the most infuriating part of the all achievements for me. And that concludes Darkroot Basin. Now that we've rang both bells, we can go into Sen's Fortress, which is pretty heckin' easy, my dudes. Pretty heckin' easy. I look forward to showing you the route. Should I cheat? Do you guys want a quick lesson on cheating? Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to buy 9 of these for other stuff. We're going to buy... So, with my left finger, I'm going to click. And with my, my right finger, I'm going to click. With my left finger, I'm going to press E to select. I'm going to hover over the arrow to tab over 1. And press E at the exact same time, given that I have, you know, I have to press the mouse a little further than, or I have to press the keyboard button further than the mouse button to press it at the exact same time is a little difficult for me, but whatever. You'll know you did it correctly. Yes, prompt swapping. You'll know you do it correctly when you're over the longsword, and you can buy 100. Or you have the 3 digits. Normally you can only buy up to 99. But, you know, why would I do that when I can buy 999? But it says, you know, I need 1,000,000 souls to do it. I only have 32,000 souls. Don't worry about it. Just click OK. And then press O again. It'll say insufficient souls. Cool. And then I'll go to... actually, we'll do it this way. So I'm going to, with my mouse, click on the inventory, and on my controller, press A at the same time. No. Mouse, 3 frames. So mouse, wait 3 frames, A. But in reality, that's like basically the same time. Not exactly the same time. Basically the same time. You'll know you did it correctly when it goes over to the inventory and you have the quit out. You're going to do days, scroll down to the days. I'm actually going to do blue chunks as well, so I'm going to make sure that I am doing drop. And then I'm going to press down. It should have been a negative value. I did it incorrectly. It should have been a negative value. It's okay, you don't have to do it again. You just press A, insufficient souls, back out. Do the mouse click A. There's a way you can remap your bindings using Steam. Something happened. That was weird. It did the prompt swap, but it didn't do it correctly. That's weird. I just haven't learned to remap it yet. It should be a negative value. What? You'll know you have the correct longsword equipped because this is technically the weight of 999 items. See? 3,000. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it's not integer overflow. It should be... I'm just going to quit out. I'm just going to quit out and come back in. You still shoot yourself when you do catacombs? We'll get there. Doesn't Priscilla drop a tail weapon? She does, yes. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on this. I'll get back to chat in a second. So, insufficient souls, back out, walk away. Do the prompt swap. Why is the prompt swap not working? Is it too much? Surely not. Surely that is not the issue. Because you can actually overflow your inventory and it won't work anymore. Which might be the case. It should be a negative value. It should be like negative 270 something. Lock in. Thanks. That's so weird. I haven't failed this in a long time. Alright, so we're just going to drop both longswords, I guess. Just in case. Then we're going to consume a soul just to make sure we have some souls to buy stuff with. Then we're going to go here, going to prompt swap. There we go. We're just gonna go manually to 61. And then dialogue. There we go. Negative 60. There we go. There we go. I think it was just too much weight in my inventory. Someone explained it to me like 2 years ago and I forgot already. If you go to Catalyst Z, I don't know if it's Z. On Twitch it's Catalyst Z. It might be just Catalyst on YouTube. But he has a perfect video explaining how it works as well as how to do it. So if you want to watch a phenomenal video, go ahead and just go to his shtiff. Just do it! Now we need to level up our Black Knight sword to higher level. Shia LaBeouf. Yeah, exactly. Just do it! No. We want to increase our... Oh, if you are doing, if you're doing a challenge run, like Deathless or something, make sure you upgrade your armor. Upgrading your armor helps tremendously. Now with use what you get, you'll be losing your items all the time, so maybe it's not as helpful, but I highly, highly, highly recommend. Should we just go bonk? Do you guys want to see a Great Club playthrough? Or a Reinforced Club? We'll do a Reinforced Club because Dweeb's here and Dweeb loves the Reinforced Club. Based? Thanks. Oh, we need to dupe the large shards as well. We'll only get it to plus 10. Actually, we could just pick up the large shards. Well, it's fine. We don't have to fight really that many things between now and then anyway. Black Knight Sword plus 5. Which is going to be more than enough. Once we get all plus 10... How many? 10? Ooh. We should be able to go plus 15 before we even get to Iron Golem. Without cheating. So there's an item here. We're going to drop down. Hopefully that guy doesn't aggro. We're good. If you're looking for non-cheating ways to get items, this guy, sorry, finishing my thought. Titanite Chunk. This guy drops a Titanite Chunk in case you wanted a way to level up your weapons without cheating, like I just did. That said, I don't think this guy, even though it's a guaranteed item drop, it's a guaranteed Titanite Chunk. In the randomizer, I don't think that it's a guaranteed item. I don't think they included this as a part of the pool for a guaranteed item drop. But for base game, you will 100% of the time get one Titanite Chunk. You didn't even know you could get this guy? Yeah. There's a lot of hidden stuff in From Software games. That is definitely one of the ones that I didn't learn until I watched The Happy Hob all those years ago. No? It might have been Squillakilla. It might have been Squillakilla. Yeah, I'm still that way with Dark Souls 2, even. All of those hours, and you... Alright, guys. Apparently I need to go to the bathroom and take a break. I'll be right back. Alright. Now that we have the ability to one-hand this weapon, let's just parry the world! Guys. Alright. You gotta slow down on the alcohol? Sounds good. Good choice. GG. Yeah. GD to them. Jesus. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? God damn. Alright. Get over here, buddy. Okay. God damn. Why are you jumping? Beer is ready for the last step? Hell yeah. Gonna be a while cleaning? Sounds good. Take it easy. If you wanted to, I'm streaming it on YouTube as well, so you could watch it slightly better quality. Over there on the TV. Getting that practice in for Gwyn? Yeah. You mean getting my ass pounded? The man serpent sword! Yeah, the YouTube app on your TV is much better than the Twitch TV, for sure. Twitch.tv. Get it up the ass, bitch. Alright, cool. Alright, so I'm going to ask you guys to listen very, very carefully as I progress. And I'll tell you when to start listening. Doesn't stop these ads? What doesn't stop these ads? So if the guy does a lunge attack, he'll break the wall. Here we go. You are listening for a mechanical sound, like gears or a lever. Specifically, the lever activation sound. Sorry, we're not at the listening part yet. You need to talk to him twice. And he'll go to Firelink Shrine. You have to have 15 intelligence for him to talk to you. To sell you spells, that is. Okay, so now we're going to start listening. Get your Sennheisers on. Turtle Beach. That guy gets plowed. Cool. This is going to be tight. Oh, no, we're good. I should have killed that guy. Come on. Okay. Sorry, again, distracted. Not quite listening. Almost there. So the part that you're going to be listening for is the lever activation sound. There's no character model actually activating the lever, but if you listen, Did you hear that sound? There we go. Let's see, where else would it happen? The sound. Oops. That sound. That lever activation sound is when you know this motherfucker changes the direction one iteration. It doesn't just go full to wherever you are. It only rotates once per that sound. So if I go back down here and drop this, it will now turn one direction. What? It turned the opposite direction that I thought it would. What? It shouldn't have done that. It should have gone this direction, not that direction. Why did it do the opposite of what it should have done? Did I fuck up? No. It's supposed to go in a clockwise pattern. That's wild. Let's try it again. Or maybe it did it twice. When you go over the traps is when it changes. You hear it drop. Drop. Push. That's what it should have done. Why did it go anti-clockwise? That's so weird. That is so weird. That's what it should have done. So every time you go over a trap with the three spears shooting, that's when it changes the direction. But it's not every trap. It's that first one. That one that we just came over. And I think there's another one somewhere down here. Anyway. It should never be a surprise when it happens. A nice migraine thinking about this? Nah. It's just, it should never be a surprise what direction the ball is. I've never gotten hit by that. I did not know it would almost kill me in 2 hits. That's crazy. There's a lot of firsts happening today. I genuinely believe that my hardware, my GPU and CPU that are a lesser quality have more reliable RNG than my current setup. It's so weird. There's a lady over here, but we don't have to worry about her too much. What specs do I have? 7900 XTX. And AMD 4, no, 5, 9,000 series? I don't remember which one. But the same thing happened with my Elden Ring. Elden Ring became less consistent when I upgraded my stuff. Alright, so now we're going to loot everything in the game. But what we're going to do is we're going to kill 2 giants. The first giant is the guy throwing firebombs. And the second giant is the guy dropping the boulders. Ooh, actually we should not do that. We need to get the golden serpent ring first. Oh, nice. That's a solid build. I have a 6650 XT as well. Back in a minute, thinking too much here. Okay, sorry about that. Enjoy your lurkies. Alright, so this is the guy throwing the firebombs. He's a permanent despawn. Kill him once, never have to kill him again. You can also shoot him from out here. You just have to break these first. However, you cannot shoot the golem. You have to be in the arena to hurt him. Hilarious. Yeah. So this guy, you can go down and kill him, or you can shoot him from here. But we're gonna go first. We're going to drop down to do the golden oh, we can level up. The golden serpent ring. To get there, I want to go drop down. There's going to be a snake to our left. Do our right. Now we're going to drop down in the middle to get back to the boulder section. When you sit down at the bonfire, I think it always resets so that it comes down this side. I think. Bonfire. You are the bonfire. When I light you, it makes me higher. We might get hit, and that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Ayo. And spell plus armor plus shortcut to the boulder. So you almost want to get knocked down, to be honest. Or knocked off the ledge down to here. So anyway, we're going to wait for the boulder to make a passing. And we're going to use a Hunter's Charm, or Lloyd's Talisman, whatever, to wake up the Mimic. Now, if you want to get the Mimic head, for whatever reason, all you have to do is throw down a charm, try to loot it, quit out, come back in. Or wait until it goes back to sleep. Or the effect of the charm goes away. Then throw it again, rinse, wash, and repeat. You don't have to run the risk of attacking it, you know. But every time you do it, it counts as a iteration of engaging in combat with the Mimic. Now, it is guaranteed for you to get it at the 7th iteration. So if I have 4 Lloyd's Talismans from the chest at the beginning of the game, that's 5 iterations of interacting with the Mimic. So you only need 7 talismans, and they're pretty cheap. 500, I think. I don't need the Mimic head, I was just trying to show you. You might not get it in the 4 talismans, but it's guaranteed after 7 kills. Cool stuff. Small unimportant stuff. So anyway, at the bottom of this is Covetous Serpent Ring. You can just run over the boulder. To get back up quickly, we can just go here. Haha! But make sure that you step off after the first get off, because at the top of the elevator are spikes that will kill you. Now, just run through. Do not block. Just run through. Or you could run and jump at the last second and get hit by a spear and get into RTSR for the boss fight. Now I like to look up, or aim my camera angle so I'm looking down over my character so I can see where the blades are. So I can pause in the middle of them, right? So anyway, all of that for 1 ring. Now that we've done that, we can kill this little bastard. Now you can also actually run and jump over there. I'll do it after I kill him. Even embarrassing mimics? Yeah, it happens. So, the impetus of me trying to get better at this game was really trying to overcome my fear of, I guess, failure as a person who was or is a perfectionist. If I don't get it right the first time, I suck and I'm a failure and I should never try anything ever again, ever. and so part of it was like overcoming that shenanigans, that internal dialogue. And since I spent so much time trying to get over that stuff, sorry, unexpected guest, as per usual. Showing up whenever they want to, not whenever is mutually convenient for both of us. But, oh well. Small price to pay. As I was saying, I learned how to beat this game, or rather, I learned how to make it my bitch. Ultimately, that was the goal. How do I make this game my bitch? To overcome my feel of inadequacy and all that fun stuff. So anyway, you can actually run and last minute jump to attack him if you don't want to. You will survive the drop from up there down to here, but I normally like to just circle around and just run and jump off of that ledge there over the spikes. Plunge attack. There's a guy to the right. And just the guy throwing the boulders up above, he never respawns. The guy dropping the boulders as a trap, he does respawn. So just keep that in mind when you're running around doing your shenanigans, picking up items and stuff. Alright, there's a couple more forced items. This guy is not a guaranteed item dropper, but we'll kill him anyway. There is no riposte animation for this guy. Nor backstab. And now for the fun NPC. This guy will mess you up. And he also is a guaranteed item dropper. But you have to pick it up and it doesn't force it into your inventory. There aren't that many bosses or enemies that will force things into your inventory. But if you're using the item randomizer with the use what you get locked in for the parries, yeah. That comes from, who was it? Who was it? There was a Twitch staffer turned streamer for the Souls community, and he wanted to make like a hit list tournament kind of thing, and he made a YouTube intro video to the event, And one of those things was him unlocking his camera, swiveling it over so he can watch himself walk up to Ricard, parry him, and riposte him. And that took like 3 hours between the two of us, like trying to get a good footage, good angle, good casual walk up, boom, parry, riposte. Like that, that was a lot of effort to get casual, um, first try kind of thing going for that. We need 2 more large Titanite charts. So 8,000 souls. I think we can do that. We can have a plus 15 weapon now. If extra life is wrong, you do not need the rings. I don't think. I don't need black fire bombs anymore. Let's just get some stuff. He does not drop anything when you kill him. So don't. I wanted to backstab you, not... Oh well. Alright, Cage Key. Cage Key opens up... If you do not have the Master Key set, Cage Key opens up the elevator to go back down to Andre, which we'll take. So I can get my plus 15 Reinforced Club, which we'll use for the rest of the game. It also unlocks Big Hat Logan's cage. However, you can just use the Master Key for Big Hat Logan, so you don't really ever need to get this key. And you don't really need to even have this elevator either. There's no real point. Just go get the Lord Vessel and just warp around. Warp around. Warp around. Warp up, warp, get down. Jump, 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 jump. Hey. Actually, I probably want you guys dead. Come on, buddy. Go to bed. I need your souls. There it is. Oh, I didn't need to buy... whatever. It's fine. And the Titanite slab that we got from the Asylum Demon 2.0. And we can just... let's just homeward. Or Darkside. Now we're going to equip the thing that we just got. Now can we have the stone gauntlets? No. Sag. Just get a little bit more poise. Alright, so for this boss fight, you really only need to position his feet well and do 400 plus 200 damage to his anything below the knee. Above the knee, and it doesn't count. And I haven't really had a whole lot of success with just the knee. So I'll show you what I mean in a minute. And I don't mean 600 damage, I mean 400 and then 200 damage. And I'll explain in a second. I don't know how much damage I'm going to do, so we might mess it up. We might have to quit out. Okay, it's fine. So now if his ankles are halfway off the cliff, 400 damage, 200 damage. 400 damage to stagger, 200 damage to have him fall backwards. And that's what I mean by, as long as you can get his feet positioned correctly, easy as pie. If you struggle to hit his feet with the halberd, you can just roll R1, roll R1 3 times and he's off the ledge. Alright, so now Anne Orlando. I would recommend just waiting until nightfall, but if you don't want to wait until nightfall, that's fine. Should we use Sunlight Blade, guys? I kind of want to use Sunlight Blade. Run it? Aye. We'll do it. Get wrecked, nerds. These guys actually drop quite a bit of souls if you wanted to farm them. So then we have one chest on this side. You don't need to kill that guy. Hey, Scanline, lovely to see you. Hope you're doing well. How are you today? Happy Soul Sunday. Or something equally cringe. You can also just shoot the mimic. But I like to kill these guys first and then beat up the mimic. So this is the mimic. Right, bad, but good item. Left, good, but pretty good item. Hey, Symbol of Avarice. Nice. That increases the amount of souls that you get, as well as, at least in Dark Souls 3, it increases your item find as well. Have been okay. Today's a good day. We've been having a cozy time. IWMM over here and I have just been chatting, and Jin Woo E-Class has been hanging out with us too. Yeah, we got some fresh blood. It's always nice to have some fresh blood. So these guys' tails always give items. But it also staggers them. Ooh. So the gargoyle helmet is actually really nice. If you get that in your casual playthrough, wear it. It has a lot of nice stats. Or resistances, at least. I don't know how much poise it has. How much poise does it have? 15 poise versus 8. 8, but half the weight. You know? We might actually go... Ah, never mind. Yeah, so far I'm having a good day. Having a good time. For this section, we're going to use the longbow. Guys are going to drop down. Or we can just shoot the corner. The guy will get alerted and just walk off the ledge. And just walk off the ledge. There we go. Go over here. See ya. Nope. Back here. And shoot up here. See ya. There will be a guy up to the left, and then a chest. So just like preemptively attack. Chest. Cross back over, and there'll be a guy to the right. Preemptively attack. He almost got me. Now, if you're like me and you don't like this gargoyle, you can get a bow and arrow, and you can drop down onto this. Be a little careful here. And just shoot him. It helps to get our TSR. You didn't realize you could cheese so many? Girl, you don't even know! The number of times I have been like scouring through the internet for how to cheese X enemy, Y enemy. Borderline insane. Now, to be fair and transparent, a lot of this comes from Lobos Jr., a legend in the Souls FromSoft community. Sorry, Soulsborne from Software. Soulsborne Kiro. And do this. Okay, cool. All right. With these guys, you can actually just shoot the head as long as you don't step on the upper landing. You can just keep shooting these guys. Or you can just fight one at a time. Almost aggroed the other one? Question mark? Buddy, what you doing? What you doing? There we go. Brother, stop. I just want to kill you. This is turning into kill every enemy in the game, but oh well, it's fine. You don't shoot his head, shoot the body. Or miss the body, whichever. For this guy, you can bait out by shooting him. Yes. Dumb game. Alright. I need to switch over to a longbow. For this guy, you can just run and jump and plunge attack. Shoot in the middle. Shoot on the side. That'll aggro this guy over here. You shoot this guy over here. The wings will force him off the ledge to his death. Probably gonna do a lightning spear. Did not. That's fine. Just run down the middle. You'll be fine. Just keep running. Just keep running. Slow down. We want this guy to shoot one more time. Okay, now we can go up. The arrows kind of curve, or can curve around the pillar. Yes, a lot of these are for no hits. Well, the ones that I'm showing you, I learned from no hit. I did not learn these myself. I did not look for these myself. Just because this particular section caused me so much anxiety that even thinking about it would make my stomach twist into knots. So, hey Solaire, how's it going? I forgot one thing. We'll do it after we get the I forgot one item in Sense Fortress. I forgot to talk to Onion Bro, which means I forgot to pick up the Shodel. Solaire is the goat for sure. sunlight metal. There's going to be a knight here. Back in a bit. Sounds good. Love you. Enjoy the speakings. You can stand in the middle and spam A and pick up both items within the same animation relatively. For the all achievements, you only need the sword, or the weapon and the shield. You don't need the armor. And relatively speaking, I would say that Havel's armor is not as good as Stone Guardian armor. For its weight difference, the resistance difference and poise difference doesn't particularly matter, in my mind. This guy can be opened and parried. There's an item over here. There's a Titanite Demon down there. You can cast spells from your catalyst over there and hit that guy. You can't throw firebombs, but you can just cast a bunch of spells. Here's a Mimic. Flipping Havel was crazy. You mean backflipping with Havel's armor? I've never done that. Is that even possible? I guess backflipping is irrespective of weight. It's just backwards. Yeah, huh. Interesting. It just sounds so dumb. They changed it for remastered. Aw. That's boring. Yeah, so Onion Bro's not going to be here. Onion Bro is necessary, however, because he has a quest item. Well, it's not necessary, but he does give an item. An item. For the randomizer, again, it's not nothing important will be behind a quest. And technically this is a quest. But he will give you an item. So it won't be the Lord Vessel, but it will be something. We're just going to go down for a quick little shortcut. While having crazy poise, that's ridiculous. Yeah, that's funny. I know Havel's ring. Wow. None of the Silver Knight weapons or shield dropped. Silver sword, spear, and shield. All three of those are required for the all achievements. Which, after we're done showing you guys the items, that guy drops an item, but I'm not going to kill him. He takes forever. All of the I lost my train of thought. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, I was going to do all achievements speedrun for Dark Souls Remastered after I do the item locations for Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, it was. It definitely was not a fun grind. Dabish. It'll punt me out onto the side. Or not. Ew. There we go. Alright, so for this, you can also shoot this guy off the ledge. Do not headshot, just body shot. Run, jump, and plunge attack. GG. I saw Ella, or Elias, Ella Jazz, get bone wheeled to death off of picking that item up because he didn't know there was an enemy hanging out on the side. That was tragic. That was so sad to watch. I don't need to level up anything. Actually, can I level up my shield? I don't remember if it levels up the resistances of the shield. I do know that it increases the damage that the shield does. We cannot level up the stone armor set. That's right. That'd be dope if we could. I need to buy arrows, my dude. Any arrow enjoyers? Purchased item. Sure, armor smith box. The Giant's Halberd? Goated. Does base lightning damage and has insane base damage. Highly recommend it. Since we're using so many arrows. Let's just homeward out. And that's all the items for Anne Orlando, folks, minus the 2 right before the painting. And down below the bonfire for the hidden boss. But we'll get to it. Not today, though. Not today. This will be next week that we continue this event. I have to get going in after we kill Smo and Ornstein. So in like 5-ish minutes. Come on, Zoomy boy. You bastard! There's no winning. Either I get hit by Ornstein or I get hit by Smo. Ow. This RNG is nuts. Come on, buddy. Ah. Oh god! Da, 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 da. I'm surprised he didn't try to dash. He's gonna jump. It's fine. Grab, dodge last second. A little later than you think you need to. That almost got me. Also, Smo's lightning on the ground is a little wider than Ornstein's. Of course I get grab. It's actually a fairly forgiving hitbox for the grab. You just need to dodge a little later than you'd expect. Fuck you. Easy. I have tutorial videos on YouTube on how to AI manip. Or how to dodge every attack. How to fight that boss. I would like to think that I could do it first try. Now, sometimes it gets a little unruly for the RNG, but for the most part, it's not that bad. Puts me to shame. There is no shame here. I have played this game a lot, and I die to them quite often. But if I'm being patient and I'm not trying to rush, it's not that bad. So talk to her twice, because you want to enter the Covenant, which will give you another item. Do not kill her. Save the titties. Get the Lord Vessel, or what should be the Lord Vessel, and then get the Covenant item. And then you can do whatever you want. Now we're going to level up our stamina, I guess. I'm just going to drop down. You survived this. One of the many how can you survive that sections of the game. We will kill Gwendolyn and go to. We'll end with the painted world. Yeah, I think that's a solid place to end. End with the painting. We won't kill Gwendolyn because it'll put it into nighttime and we'll lose our bonfire to Anne Orlando, which is not ideal. But we will get the bonfire at the very least. If you kill her, it'll make it nighttime. If you make it nighttime, a lot of the enemies will despawn, but the Firekeeper will be here, and she will mess you up. She has a rapier, or an estoc, and she has the moonlight blade, and oh boy, she can one combo you like the da 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 when she does a running R1 at you. You're just dead, even if you have 50 HP, 50 vigor, or vitality. They keep changing the name of it. You'll just die. It's just not good at all. I just realized why my AI has been so messed up. I've been recording. That extra strain on my CPU actually messes with the RNG. It doesn't explain the Quelaag thing, though. Or the Fire Drake. The Fire Drake thing was really bizarre. Okay. Now, the last two items in Anne Orlando. Okay. Yep. Careful with showing your back. Even rolling away from these guys, they can roll catch you and backstab you instantly. So be very careful. So this is one item. See? Backstab. Because at the beginning of your roll, you technically don't have iframes. And they have a gigantic vacuum for a backstab for their leap strike. This is 2 items, the armor and a weapon. And that's all the items in Anne Orlando. So now we're going to go to Ariandel. Ariamis, sorry, not Ariandel. Ariandel is Dark Souls 3. Painted World of Ariamis. All right. Rude. All right. So you can shoot down the body. One. There's going to be another body here. Okay, we're going to go up. There's going to be 2 enemies here, and then a third one at the top. There's going to be 2 birds that come attack us. There they are. I'm dead. Wow. Their wingspan, man. Their wingspan. Wow, Anya, how did you get hit by that but nothing else, man? Man, you suck. Man. Shut up. Alright, we gotta go back up there because there's an item. Drop. For the most part, you don't even have to attack these enemies. You can just keep running. For the most part. Especially if you do quit outs. Oh, wait. Can I survive that? There's an item here, and then there's an item down here. These are toxic rats, not just your regular poison rats. And they will also stagger lock you to death. I'm actually genuinely curious. Ow. Can I... Can I survive that? I know you can survive that. So what I like to do is I like to run and jump over this edge and pick up this shortcut. And there are 3 items here. Just to note, or 4 items technically. To note, if you are human, Jeremiah will spawn. Acid Surge is around the corner. And then 3 souls, I think. If you pick up this soul, Jeremiah will start spawning. Jeremiah is a pyromancer. Jeremiah will mess you up. He's the guy with the light bulb helmet on. There's the other one. So there's 4 over here. He will spawn right here. And you can just chain backstab him if you need to. These guys are fun. Just ignore them. There's an item back here. There's an item up these stairs. Here. There's a corpse to shoot down here. You can also just hit it. I'll show you how to get there in a minute. Ow. And now we're going to go the back way. Here, it's a trap. I'll surprise you. And now Bone Wheel Hell is here. There's a lot of different ways to navigate this, but what I'm gonna do is hopefully not die. There should be 2 items here in this foyer area. Oh, accidentally killed. There we go. And there's the last bone wheel, which we'll try to bait into the wall. There we go. Sweet. So there's 2 items in this foyer area. And there's 2 items tucked away, plus a dude with a pyromancy spell. So the tucked away, where is it? Here. Obvious invis wall. Obvious invis wall. So go straight through to the right, to the left, and there's going to be a bone wall at the end. Annex key. I'll show you how to get past the annex door without the key in a minute. So this guy you can kill without getting toxic, but you need him for the fire surge for the all achievements. Now we need this bone wheel dead. And this should be... Nope, we don't need this guy. This is the well that we saw a little bit earlier before we shot down the second body. Can you not? It's actually a pretty good source of souls. Now, the annex key goes here, but I'm going to show you how to get by without needing it. Hopefully. So I'll just unlock it for now, and then we'll go back to it in a minute. I'm going to sit at the bonfire and reset everything. Can I still fast travel? Fast roll? Ooh. Nice. And now, can I fat? Nope. That's fine. Alright. So, a couple things. annex key. You can run by almost everything in this game. We'll want this guy dead. And these guys dead. There's another guy upstairs. Should be another pyromancer. There he is. Run and jump. Grab a dead butt. He dropped down. Nice. Another egg vermifuge. Egg vermifuge is what you use to prevent the eggs from stealing your souls. Sir? That's fine. We just need you guys dead. Divine Blessing will heal our how did you guys stagger me? Okay, there shouldn't be any more toxic guys, so we're good. So this is where you can knock down the body. You just melee and it'll fall down. There's another guy here, but it's also a trap. Don't worry about it too much. You can drop down here. There's an item tucked away in the back. There's an item up there, but we can't get to it just yet. We're going to drop down to the left, then to the right, because if you drop down straight down here, you'll die. There's a chest right here, and then you can homeward back. We're not going to, but you can if you want to. It'll bring us back to that the lofts where we were at, where we jumped across. There's some pyromancer dudes up here. Anyway, the item that we saw that we couldn't quite get to yet is over there. And we drop down there through the annex key. Bad birdie. There's an item at the very top that we'll need. And an item underneath it. Is there any more? Okay, we're good. So an item at the very top. And then an item underneath it. So we're just going to go back to this platform so we don't take too much fall damage. And here we are. Okay, so I said that I'd show you how to get to the annex key without getting the annex key. So let's go do that. Or get to the annex key area without getting the annex key. There's two ways. I'm going to show you one. This one I prefer. So I'm going to run up this, where my head's at, jump over there, and plunge attack. Ideally, I land on this. Or not. Haven't done this in forever. Yo. There we go. Didn't even need the annex key. Didn't even need to quit out. Speed quit out? Yeah. Welcome to being a speed 1-0. Yeah. I'm not proud of my quick fingers. All the time. Sometimes I am. Dark Ember. You need that for the... you don't need that for all achievements. You do need it for 100%. Which is obviously picking up 100% of the things in the game. No, don't... I'm just burning through these. Dash fine. Why did they... I don't know why they came. I think one of them fell and died. But I didn't quite get its soul, so it doesn't count as dead. Anyway, you get Velka's rapier. Velka being the dude in the church after killing gargoyles. That pit will kill you, so don't fall into it. Bonk. And here is the fog wall. Now, I'll show you a route in a different video, how to get to Priscilla the fastest without having to navigate all this shenanigans. Actually, you know what? I'm going to... no, there's one more thing that I want to show you. How a guy who kills gods dies to a 5-meter fall. Yep. Shoot this guy. Wake him up. You can also walk up and pick up this item. You cannot get to the second item. You might be able to get to the second item. But I like to just go over here and then just pew this guy down. Alternatively, you can if you're down on the side, he'll puke on the side. If you're in the middle, he'll puke in the middle. If you're by his hand, he will swipe. Or puke. I'm dead. I'm not dead. It's dead. Unlike the dragon in the Valley of Drakes, this dragon does not force its item into your inventory. So if you have a really good weapon, do not kill what should be the dragon in the Valley of Drakes. Jump strike to make the butt stand up. And we're golden. That's how you avoid the archer dudes shooting you in the back. I have a different route that I have on one of my videos that makes you go underneath, but we don't need to do that today. Alright, so there's something funny that I learned recently. We're going to lightning and then jump strike her tail. Hopefully get the tail. Actually, let's just make sure. There we go. And then we're going to just walk over here. Actually, it's over here. I guess I'm standing in the wrong spot. Basically, if you stand in a specific spot, her AI just defaults to walking back into the middle where my head's at. She just goes back there and her AI stands still. Only for her in this arena, and only in this arena. For whatever reason, they wanted to have. If you remember Demon Souls, the Judicator fight, the bird phoenix in the head, where it has 2 levels. They wanted to have a similar fight. So you run up the stairs and you fight from up above. But they decided last minute to redact that. But they left it so that there's like, technically this is not inside the arena. Technically this is the second half of the arena. Or triggering the AI to do attacks for the second half of the arena that no longer exists. So it just defaults to dead AI. So it walks back here and stands still until you shoot its death. It's pretty funny. If you kill King Jeremiah, his stuff is right here. That was a recent discovery of the Priscilla AI. We don't know why, but anyway, that's a fun place for us to end. We'll drop down the Lord Vessel, and that'll be the end of today. I won't be returning in the evening. I have guests, but in the future, it'll probably be an all-day event, not just segmented like it was today. And next week, we probably won't have the morning session, but we will have the evening, afternoon session, probably. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being cool. Thanks for being awesome. Remember to hydrate. Remember to take your meds if you haven't. Remember to eat if you forgot. And remember to get up and stretch every once in a while, unlike me. We're going to go ahead and raid Neko. She's a VTuber for Majora's Mask. It's midnight for you? Alright, well, I hope you have a good night. Hope you have good sleeps. I'll see you guys soon. Good night, YouTube chat. Hope you have a good one. End the stream. We're going to go ahead